Hello everyone. First of all, welcome to Geography Grade 8. In last video, we saw about a resource, even the characteristics of resource and the substances. Also we saw the types of resources and the definition. But in today's session, we are going to see that all the types in detail on the basis of the origin, development and use, renewability and distribution of resources. So first of all, we are going to see the first type, origin. In that, see, on the basis of their origin, natural resources can be divided into biotic and abiotic resources. From that, the first, biotic resources. Biotic resources are all those resources which exist in living form, such as plants, animals, birds, fish, and other marine organisms, forests, and their products. The second is abiotic resources. Abiotic resource comprises of non-living resources. Some of these resources have limited stock. For example, air, water, land and soil, solar energy, fossil fuels, iron, gold, silver, etc. are some example of abiotic resources. The biotic and abiotic resources together form habitable zone known as biosphere or the zone of life on earth where life is possible. The next is development and use. On the basis of their level of development and use, natural resources can be classified into potential and actual resources. The first one, potential resource. Existing resources which are presently not in use but have a possibility of being used in the future are known as potential resources. Today, the level of technology may not be advanced enough to use these resources, but they can be used in future. The uranium deposits in Ladakh, the petroleum embedded in the sedimentary rock in many parts of India and Kuwait are all examples of potential resources until they are actually drilled out and utilized. The next is actual resource. Those resources which have been served, their quantity has been assessed, their quality determined, and are being used in the present time are actual resources. Example of actual resources are coal in Jharia mines. It is in Bihar. Petroleum and natural gas in Mumbai, high fields, black soil of Deccan in Maharashtra, and petroleum in West Asia. The development of actual resources depend on level of technology and the cost involved in obtaining of processing the resource. That part of the actual resource which can be developed profitably with the help of available technology is known as reserve resource, while the part which can be not developed profitably because of lack of technology is known as stock resource. Now we are going to see the renewability. On the basis of renewability, natural resources can be classified into renewable and non renewable resources. In that, renewable resources are those which can be replenished or reproduced relatively faster than rate or at which they are consumed. Some resources are available continuously. Their rate of availability may vary and their quantity is not affected by human consumption. Example of such resources are sunlight, air, and wind. Many renewable resources get developed or depleted as they get used by human, but they also get replenished, and the cycle of consumption and renewable continues. Example of renewable resource are crop which take a short time to replenish. Some other resources like water require longer time to replenish, and natural resources like forest and soil take even longer. Now we are going to see the non-renewable. Non-renewable resources are formed over very long geological period of the time. Since Earth began, such resources are usually available in limited stock. For example, minerals, coal, petroleum, natural gas. The rate at which these non renewable resources are diminishing, they may get exhausted in the future. Hence, they are also known as exhaustible resources. Now, the next we are going to see the distribution of resources. The natural resources are unevenly distributed on earth. There are some origins where resources are found in abundance, while there are certain origins where the presence of resources is negligible. The distribution of resources depends upon various physical factors. The pattern of distribution of resources is known as stock and distribution. On the basis of distribution, resources can be divided into ubiquitous and localized resources. From that, first we are going to see the ubiquitous resources. Natural resources which are found everywhere are known as ubiquitous resources. For example, air, sunlight, and water. The next, localized resources. Natural resources which are found only in certain specified or limited areas of the world are known as localized resources. Generally, these resources are in limited quantity. Copper, iron, ore, uranium, etc. are some examples of localized resources. Since the renewability of these resources is limited and their distribution is localized, they are often called precious resources. Now we are going to see the next human made resources. Human beings are a curious lot. They have a tendency to explore potential resources to make new things for adding comfort to their life. The curiosity need an ability to convert natural substances into more useful objects being human made a resource in existence. So, in the human made resource, we'll see human necessity and desire for a comfortable life have forced him to explore any possibility in natural that can be tapped to develop into a resource. Those resources which are developed by from natural substances are known as human made resources. For example, fresh water is a natural resource, but a dam, canal, and water bucket are human made resources. Several raw materials like a brick, cement, factory, road, school buildings, office, chair, school bag, pencil, pen, etc. all are examples of human made resources. Thus, human made resources includes all the material wealth created by human that can be used to create more wealth. They are also known as capital or capital resources. The rate at which resources are produced is known as productivity.